Who's your fighter?
Nistor Mihai.
Okay, I didn't know he was on this card. Introduce us real quick. Introduce us.
Nistor, come. This is Nistor Mihai, heavyweight 2-0, heavy hitter, hard hitter. One of the toughest heavyweights in the division right now. So I'm honored to have him part of my team, and he's fighting on this card Friday. So he's been ready. He's been here with me since April. You've been here April? Yeah. So, May.
Since May. Tell us about your style and working with Diaz. He's a great trainer.
I'm proud to be part of Diaz team. It feels very great. I feel very good.
Well, you've been training with a lot of European fighters. Just tell us the difference, if there is one, between a European fighter, maybe an American fighter, or whatnot. You know, what do you like? What do you like?
The only difference between my fighters, European fighters, and fighters that come from other countries is that honestly, they're more disciplined.
Yeah.
They're more disciplined. You know, they're here for a reason. They have goals in mind. You know, they got goals, and that's to become world champions. Other than fighters, there are American fighters that are here already in their home. They're more relaxed. They're in the comfort zone. You know, I mean, they're not as hungry as these foreign fighters, honestly.
They kind of it's harder for them too to get the opportunities, right? Like finding a trainer such as yourself.
They leave their home, they leave their family, their country. You know, they have to sacrifice. So they're here to work. They're here to train and prepare themselves. You know, other than the other fighters that are here. You know, they're here. They're comfortable at home. You know, not 100%. A few do, you know, give themselves in 100%, but I mean, the majority don't. And I train a lot of fighters from Uzbekistan, Russia. Those guys are here with one mission, and the mission is to become world champion.
How far do you think he can go?
Well, it all depends on the promotion. And I mean, he works really hard. He trains hard. He loves the sport. He enjoys it. So the rest is up to the promotion. You know, Golden Boy brought him in, and I think they're gonna move him fast. Hopefully, after everything goes, we get a good outcome Friday night, and then he'll come back soon again and get back in training for another one soon. You know, I know he's 2-0, and he's really looking forward to doing big things in the heavyweight division. So hopefully, after this fight, he comes back and does another one, and just keep him rolling. You know, as long as he keeps winning, I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep him busy.
Yeah. What's the first thing that Diaz taught you in the gym? First thing, what did you learn?
I learned be serious in the gym and make your job serious.
Yeah.
When you are serious, everything is possible.
Yeah. What's your style like? What can the fans expect from you?
Aggressive power puncher, man. He's an all-action fighter, man.
Answer for me.
Oh, I'm telling you, this guy is an exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah.
He's not a mover. I mean, actually, he's at your face all night. As soon as the bell rings, he's at your face, and his goal is to knock your head out from the beginning.
Speaking of fighters whose goals are to knock your head off, Manny Pacquiao, August 21st, he's known for that, knocking guys out. He's fighting Spence Jr. You faced him, you have a win over him. What do you think of Manny Pacquiao, 42 years old, taking on this kind of challenge?
Well, I think Manny Pacquiao in history is going to be one of the best fighters of all times, a legend in the sport. But at this point, I think he's already pushing his luck. I mean, not because he's not a good fighter. He's a great fighter. He's always going to be one of the best fighters. But his age, you know, we gotta take, for instance, that he's not the young fighter. He's not the young Pacquiao, you know, 5-6 years ago. Yeah. He's tough. He's gonna put up a fight against Spence, just as he did with Keith Thurman. I mean, if you know boxing, you can see that fighting Keith Thurman, he was beating Keith Thurman in the early rounds, and then all of a sudden Keith Thurman starts taking over in the later rounds. That is based on the youth. That is youth speaking there. And I think it's the same thing. The same thing's gonna happen in this fight. Manny Pacquiao is gonna come in and he's gonna put up a great fight in the early rounds. And I think age is gonna start kicking in, and that's when Spence is gonna take over. Honestly, that's what I think. If it was 5 years ago, I mean, hands down, Manny Pacquiao will beat Spence. But right now, Manny Pacquiao is already, you know, at the point of his career where, I mean, he's just pushing his luck. Honestly, he's great. He's tough. Great human being. Great athlete. One of the best fighters of all times. But at this point, there's youth, you know. There's this young, physically strong fighters like Spence that will take over in the later rounds, you know. I mean, good defense, strong fighter, and he's young.
Yeah.
I think youth is the most important thing.
Yeah. What do you think about Pacquiao versus Spence? Tough fight.
Old generation with new generation.
What's gonna happen? Who wins?
It's hard to say because it's,
Plus, Spence is a 147 pounder. Manny Pacquiao's not. You know, Manny Pacquiao, you know, I mean, barely makes 147. I think he's a 140 pounder, but that's another difference. You know?
Yeah.
old generation with new generation. Old blood with young blood.
Yeah.
Everything it can happen. Everything.
If Manny Pacquiao pulls it off, what does that do for him? What does that say?
Well, look, he's already in history. I mean, he's already in the history books. If he pulls this one, I mean, hey, that will be the icing. I mean, the cherry on the cake. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it, because he's done a lot of great things in his career. So now, just basically being a young fighter, a new generation fighter, that will put the cherry on top. You know, that's.
Exactly, that's how I feel. Last thing, what do you tell to your fans?
Thank you so much for the support, and I appreciate. I see all the message, and after the fight, I will answer for everything. Thanks so much for the support.
All right, thank you guys.